2 days a year, we bring together over 2,500 attendees from the digital commerce ecosystem. And it's really about helping brand leaders understand how to go direct to the consumer. I think that's really the core. So we're talking about marketing, we're talking about e-commerce, we're talking about stores, we're talking about fulfillment, we're talking about customer experience. We're talking about brands as big as Gap and Abercrombie and holding companies like Estee Lauder to emerging brands trying to figure out what their strategy is going to look like. And it's a place of learning, it's a place of problem solving, it's a place of networking, it's a place of discovering innovation. And it's, we like to keep it, big enough to be relevant, but small enough to be worthwhile and intimate. So I'll tell you all about the Lead in general, but that's what we're doing these 2 days.
We're here at day one of the Lead Summit and things are popping. People are walking by all the time. The conversations we're having about brands looking to drive profitable growth through marketplace and dropship solutions is a way to kind of take advantage of the endless aisle and really kind of give your customers what they're looking for.
Our group looks at the entire journey. It looks at what are the technological needs for businesses along that entire journey. And then more so, what's the ecosystem that's needed to do that? So when you look at artificial intelligence, it's not just about the chip, that's part of it, but it's about the software, it's about the startups, it's about, global SIs being ready. It's, having prepackaged solutions to take the pain out of it.
It's a lot of data, and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And I'm interested in knowing how AI in general, or just technology in general, helps crunch data, helps with reporting, and takes the job of all these people. Like, reporting is always a pain point for everyone. And if you talk to an executive at H&M that's been there 25 years, they probably still don't have the one report that they want.
It's really incredible how so many emerging brands have made inclusion a part of their DNA, and I think there's so many new brands, emerging brands that really have just made that a part of what they do.
So I think I'm a little bit jaded on the old omni-channel and push digital and storefront, because I don't think that's necessarily what consumers want. Tech just has to be behind the scenes. But they really want that consumer experience and that interaction with the brand. And that's what we're pushing for as we look to re-enter the US, redefine Esprit, and then looking on how do we restructure that for Europe.
Over the past 2 years, we've really expanded into retail, and we started our retail journey opening our first store on Bleecker Street in Manhattan, which is there and thriving. And we've got stores all over the country now, including Miami, and San Francisco, Georgetown, all of the above. Pop-ups here and there. But the point being, we've gone from this smaller, homegrown experience to something much larger and much more special.
Airport retail is really moving beyond where it always has been, right? And so what you'll see is that I'm pretty proud at the moment to work with the Hudson Group, part of Dufry, now called the Volta, and to really work with the best in class. We're in the largest travel retailer in the world. The goal is to differentiate. When we spoke first, the goal is to how do you change? How do you modify? How do you update? And the customer is changing. The demographics of the customer is changing. And how do you evolve and change to stay one step ahead of that?
You need to bring everyone along and find those, I call them the curious experts, who are already using AI, and maybe they're allowed to and maybe they're not. And you got to give them coaching and guardrails and guidelines and tools, because those people are in your company now and they will lead you to the future.
We're wrapping up 2 days at the Lead Conference in New York. It was action-packed. Oh my gosh, I am a little hoarse from so much I've been speaking and talking. We've been up on stage and talking with top retail experts and global retail leaders, and it's been an amazing conference.
It absolutely has, Paul. We can't thank the Lead enough for the great time we've had here and learning all about the new technologies, especially in the e-commerce space with the checkout and the AI integrations. It's really come a long way, so we're super excited to keep learning more and to come back next year.
Absolutely, and we're in the process of launching we already have launched AI in retail previously this year, and it's growing so much momentum. We're adding to that a list of the top experts in AI for the retail industry. So look for that coming out in the very near future. We're super excited about that. And we got to interview some of those experts today from Intel and IBM and other great companies. So very, very excited about where all that's going.
If you're in the retail industry and you are looking to find out who are the leading minds when it comes to AI applications across retail categories, look no further than RETHINK Retail's top AI leaders list. We are so excited to launch this community. These are going to be the most intelligent people when it comes to AI across academics, consultancies, media, research, retailers, brands, and more.